Orlando real estate market is on fire. Record prices in the last 7 years here in the Orlando real estate market. We're talking about it right now. Hello, my name is Justin Pekarek with Orlando Property Advisors. And right here in Laureate Park, things are going crazy in the Orlando market. We're seeing new construction sold out, resales over asking price. And I've brought in a guest, a local real estate expert, to talk about it so you guys can learn what's really going on. This is Eleonora. Introduce yourself for us.
Hi, friends. I'm Eleonora, but I go by Lala.
And I'm so glad you joined us today because I know you've been seeing a lot of the same things I have with buyers, right?
Absolutely.
With going around town and being frustrated by having to write multiple offers, get beat out by other deals over asking.
Being unable to compete if you're not a cash buyer, anything under $500,000, which is well above our price average here in Orlando. It's been challenging.
But it's exciting at the same time, right?
Absolutely.
I love seeing the market grow. I do think there's a lot of growth yet to come, and we'll talk about that in just a little bit, especially here in the Lake Nona region. And the first thing I wanted to go over was this article. It just came out today. January home prices, biggest increase in 7 years. Isn't that incredible?
Absolutely wild.
And we're living in it. We're watching it. You know, this home that I'm in right now, I just purchased brand new. It took a year to build, but now because there's a scarcity of lots being available to build on, you're seeing those prices rise, especially with resales.
Both new construction and resales are getting into multiple offers. People are bidding on lots. People are bidding on just trying to hold on to anything we can offer here.
Let's address that elephant in the room for a second. Inventory is really low. We've all heard that. And when a resale home comes on the market, you have to be so fast to get in there with strong financing or cash offer and just be ready to possibly pay over asking price and possibly reduce some contingencies in your offer. So let's talk about that real quick. What have you been seeing as far as when you do write offers? What are some key terms that you're using that are helping your buyers win?
Something that we've done is decrease the inspection period to 3 to 5 days. Some go for 10. And, while yes, inspectors are so busy right now and it's hard to get someone the next day like it used to be, back to that relationship. Once you have a relationship with your inspector or multiple inspectors, you'll get that appointment.
I'll share an example that happened to me and one of my buyers recently, a theoretical here. The house was listed at $439. There was already realtors in the driveway as I'm pulling up to show this property.
Yeah.
And the buyer is from New York, so we got to do a FaceTime video. They've been here before, so they know the neighborhood, but we had to jump on it. I knew there was going to be competition. So the way we wrote this offer was with an over asking, but also with an escalation clause.
Yes.
And that's kind of like an eBay top bid where you say to the seller that here's my offer, but if you're able to produce a written offer that's higher than that is with similar terms in terms of length of closing, then we will go even higher to a certain bid amount. Even with their escalation clause written, we still didn't get it.
Yeah.
Because somebody was even higher than that.
And another very creative thing that I've recently seen happen was a buyer offering to pay title fees for the seller.
Exactly. Those little details where you entice a seller and say, hey, I know I'm at this purchase price, but I'll actually cover the title insurance policy.
Yeah,
which
maybe
on some
throw
deals,
in a year of Netflix subscription. I don't know.
That's a good one. Or a free house cleaning or something. Well, also, if it's under 30 days, you could do a lease back where you say after closing, you can stay in the property for 7 days, 14 days. That's allowed. And you have a document that protects everybody. Just don't go over 30 days if it's a owner occupied home, because that would be not allowed. Let's get back to the market for a second. What are your thoughts on all this new construction? And the builders raising prices? They're talking about lumber prices going up. There's such demand, they know they can increase prices. And then you have resale sellers bringing the prices up. Do you see a crash happening? Do you see fall off the map circa 2008 happening? What's your thoughts?
I don't think that we can stay in this market where the prices are constantly going to continue going up, Do I see a 2008 happening? No. I just think that we have it under control so much more than when we had it back then. There was so much unknown and people were getting loans left and right. Now people are so much more qualified. While, yes, a lot of people are still getting loans, it is so much harder to qualify for a loan. So I think that we're in a much better space now. So I don't really think that we're going to have a crash, but I do think that the market is going to balance hopefully soon.
Well, yeah, I think we hope for that. We don't want a bubble market for it to continue up indefinitely. Right. We want balance. But with all these people coming from outside markets, from major urban centers, they're looking at how much house they get out here.
Right.
And they could have a nice big backyard with a pool for under $1 million, maybe even 500,000 in a great neighborhood.
Right.
And the no state income taxes, that's been helping too.
Right. Yes. Definitely. I think I read an article the other day that, mostly it's how much house you get and no state taxes. So that's like the biggest attractions that bring people. And now with all the sporting events in Tampa, I think Tampa is now becoming a hot place for people that are people desiring to move.
Definitely. I just had a buyer actually. They've never been here, coming from New Jersey. And they said, we're going to target Orlando, and specifically within Orlando, the newer constructions like Lake Nona, Winter Garden. And we also are looking at Tampa. Tampa's got that West Coast. You're closer to the West Coast ocean. Or Orlando, especially Lake Nona, is a little bit closer to the East Coast.
Yeah.
Speaking of the big backyards and the pools, which is what everybody wants when they come here, they're a little bit shocked sometimes at the size of some of these houses. They're kind of skinny, right?
Yeah. I mean, builders are trying to get the most of the land.
Absolutely. So when you do find a property that's got the big backyard, maybe with no rear neighbor, those are a hot ticket, especially if it's got a water view in the back.
Yes.
Those are the ones getting the most multiple offers.
Absolutely.
And if it has a swimming pool, because it's hot in Florida and because of the pandemic, everybody wanting their own pool, not to use the community pool, those are big ticket items. Also because you could finance it in, right?
Yes. Those are also available.
Pools, they're really in demand. So I saw this article and it talks about how in the past, us realtors would kind of advise people. They'd say, if I put a pool in, am I going to get my money back? But more recently, with all the people wanting the pools already done and use the low mortgage rate to buy the entire product, they're become a really hot ticket item. And you're seeing sellers that have taken the time to put the pool in, if it's a newer home, are getting huge sums of money from these properties. If you take the time to build the home, build that pool, and it's only a couple years old, that entire product, that's what people want right now.
Now you can get that double on your appraisal instead of half.
I mean, I'm not suggesting people would do that to try to flip the property to make money, but if you had to sell and you were moving away for some reason, having a pool is definitely something that's going to help you get that premium price.
Yes, I definitely agree with that.
We just need more lots to build on, right? That would solve all of our problems. If new construction, there was more of it, it's just we're kind of in between phases in a lot of these neighborhoods.
Yes, absolutely. New construction or even resale. We all as realtors have a list of buyers that we're constantly looking for homes. If you're looking to sell, if you've been thinking about selling, definitely let me know.
Hey, wait a minute. No, call me. No, call either one of us. We just want to see people find the home that fits them, right?
Yes, absolutely.
We're going to be doing more of these shows, bringing more people in, hearing stories from neighbors, and just keep you guys updated on what's really going on in the Orlando real estate market. Don't forget to subscribe, hit like, comment below on what area you think is going to be the hottest here in 2021. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you around the neighborhood.